Hi, welcome back to Box of Lights. In this video, I want to give you a quick gameplay demo of Doom and Bloom Survival. Let's have a quick look at the components. Here's the board, box. We've got 4-player mats. This is a game for 2 to 4, a competitive game. You can play 2 teams, 2 against 2. I understand that the developers are also working on some solitaire rules. They published some, I think they're pretty basic, but workable. We got, I think there's 8 different characters here. These are the standees for those. We've got a set of bonus cards. These are like things that you find in response to events. These are the events, these are the attack cards, these are combat cards. You use these to resolve combat. We have these town tokens. These represent the 6 towns that you're going to find on the map. They start in this drawstring bag. These are the character cards that give the stats for each character. We're going to do a quick 2-player demo, so I'll draw a couple of these at random in a moment. These are the destination discs. They're double-sided. They have a town on one side and a cross on the other. You mark these when you've scouted a town. A cross indicates that you've scouted it. We've got these great dice. They're 6-sided, but they're 1 to 3. Alright, so each number appears twice. Nice custom dice. And finally we have some transparent, they're kind of magnifying track markers. You place these on the tracks and the numbers kind of magnify through. It's a neat little trick. So we've each taken a player mat, we've got 5 track markers. First thing we'll do is select a character at random. You want to pick one first. See who you get. Okay, I've got the soldier.
I've got the farmer.
And you've got the farmer. So the first thing we do is mark off our starting stats. So we start with 1 food, 1 fuel, 3 attack, 3 rescue survivors, and then down here we've got some medikits. I start with 0. So that's your starting stats for the soldier.
My starting stats are 3 food, 1 fuel, 1 weapon, and 3 survivors. I don't start with any medikits though.
We're just going to set up and play the short game. There's 3 games, short, normal, long. Short game's about 30 to 45 minutes, the long game about 2 hours with 3 players. These tell you that if you're playing the short game, the objective is that you've got to scout 1 town, return to Centre City, and scout your final destination with the listed assets here. So 6 food, 6 fuel, 6 weaponry, 7 survivors, and 2 medkits. This is Centre City. These are the 6 towns around the edge of the board. Haven, Barterville, Prepper Town, Canaan, New Hope, and Perseverance. So we're going to get randomly one city to go scout from Centre City, scout it, come back, find the second city to scout your final destination, and you've got to head there collecting these resources. And these icons on the map here are locations where you can search and potentially find these respective resources. One thing I'd recommend is that, see this centre circle of resources here? Kind of like a little house rule, a little variant is to make these inner ones unavailable. It encourages players then to explore other regions of the map if these ones aren't available. Let's roll some dice and figure out who's going to be the starting player. It says roll 6 dice, but let's just roll 3 each. I've got 5. You've got 6. You're the starting player. So do you want to draw your starting town first?
Okay. I got Prepper Town.
That's not too. Actually, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
So I'll grab the Prepper Town destination disc, and I'm going to place it on the first destination spot.
This one goes back in the bag, and we'll give it a shuffle. So there's always the potential that we'll both have the same starting destination. And I've got Perseverance. So this goes on my player mat. If you're playing the longer games, you would have more than one destination. And we're ready to start, so we'll place our Stand these in centre city, ready for the start of the game. Okay, your first player, you start.
Okay, so on your turn, you would roll the dice to move and then resolve that movement and just keep taking turns in the same thing.
Okay, so it's nice and easy. Roll your dice and see what you get.
I got a 2.
Now you've got a choice, you can move 2, or you can move 1, or you can stay where you are. For the first turn of the game, you start in centre city. You have to move when you're in centre city, so you've got up to 2 movement.
I'm going to Prepper Town, so I'll start going this way.
Now you've ended your turn on a hex with a food icon, so that means you have to resolve an event.
I'm going to draw a card from the event deck.
Let's see, what did you find?
Is anybody out there?
Each of these event cards has a test. This is an asset event, and the test either results in a success or a failure.
This one says, if no other player has fewer survivors than you, so I have 3 survivors.
And I have 3 survivors.
So I succeed at the event and I gain 2 survivors plus the board asset.
Okay, so it says gain the board asset plus 2 survivors. The board asset is food.
So I'll move the track up 1.
So you're now on 4 food.
And I also gain 2 survivors from the card, so 1, 2.
Okay, excellent. And you've moved up to this 5, which is coloured red. What does that mean?
It means I gain 1 bonus card and 1 of either food, fuel or weapons of my choosing whenever each one of these survivor milestones.
So what are you going to put up? Food, weapons or fuel?
I think I'm going to put up fuel.
Okay.
So I can travel faster.
I'll take your bonus card. What does this one give you? It's called Out of Gas. You can play this card any time on your turn, choose another player, and that player must skip the next turn. Really, it's their own fault for doing so well. And that, I think, concludes your turn, right? A quick note about these resources then. So with the fuel, well, how does that help you? Well, if you use 1 fuel, you can add 3 movement points to your die roll. Okay, so yeah, it helps you move faster. Food, you can use 2 food, and that will allow you to add 1 to a die result when you do a search event. I'll show you that in an upcoming turn. Weaponry gives you a bonus to the die. It's like food. It just costs 1 weapon and it gets a bonus on attacks. We'll show you that too. But remember, the idea is that you've kind of got to, use your resources to help you win the game. But remember, you've got to collect so many before you can finish. Okay, so we need 6 of these. 6. What was it? 5 survivors? 7 survivors and 3 medkits. My turn to roll, and I get just a 1. So yeah, I'm going to use 1 of my fuel that I start with to add 3 to that. That gives me 4 movement, and I want to head over to Perseverance. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've finished on this hex here with arrows. These spots are called crossings. In this instance, we're crossing a mountain. There's other crossings like here that allow you to cross rivers. When you hit a crossing, you've got to stop, and then you've got to draw an attack card. And only by resolving an attack can you successfully cross into the mountains or cross the river. This one says a raider attack. Attacked by 13 raiders. I've got to roll 5 dice, and I've got to roll 13 or higher. Now that's pretty tough. Now there's 6 dice in the game. This little crib sheet on the back of the character cards gives you some extra things you can do with your food, fuel and weaponry. You can spend 1 food, 1 fuel and 1 weaponry to roll 6 dice rather than 5. Now I can't do that as it goes because I haven't got any fuel left. So it's 5 dice and I'm looking for a 13 or higher. 2, 5, 8, 10, 12. I am 1 short, but I can use 1 weaponry after a raider attack to add 1 point to the roll result. I can make that 12 or 13 by spending 1 weaponry. And that makes this roll a success. If I'm successful, I gain the board asset and 1 bonus card, 1 survivor, and 1 of my choice. 1 fuel, food or weapon. Now in this case, the board asset is just a crossing. And I've got 2 choices here on success. If I failed, I'd just get to stay here and that would be the end of my turn. But I've got a choice. I can either enter the mountains and just move into one of these 3 hexes, or I can bypass the mountains and move to any one of these other crossing points that access this same mountain range. Okay, so move in, perhaps start using these and feel a little bit secure, or bypass. So I'm going to bypass. And now I get 1 bonus card, 1 survivor, 1 asset. Grab my bonus. It is a tactical advantage. Play this card on your turn after every single event roll or attack roll to re-roll any number of dice. Pretty cool. And I gain 1 survivor, and I think I'm going to take some fuel, go back up to 1. And that completes my turn. Notice if I'd have lost that one, if I'd have failed, I would have lost 3 of these resources. My choice, but 3 amongst my food, fuel and weaponry. Okay, your turn.
That's a 3.
Lucky roll, good stuff.
I'm going to spend a fuel to boost up to 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You've landed on weaponry. Now normally you'd be drawing an event here, but this is called raider territory. All these orange areas are raider territory. There's a few of them spread across the boards, and they tend to cut off the towns from centre city. So you've got to either cross these rivers or mountains or raider territories to reach your destination towns. Using your fuel to cut across raider territory is good, but you've landed in the middle of raider territory here. Now what this means is instead of resolving an event card, you have to resolve an attack card.
Okay, let's draw an attack card. Okay, attacked by 10 raiders.
Alright, that's not too bad, that's pretty achievable. So this time you get 5 dice and you only need 10 or higher. That's a little bit easier.
I don't feel too confident with my luck, so I'm going to go the extra mile.
Okay, so spend 1 food, 1 fuel, 1 weaponry, and you get to roll 6 dice instead of 5. Good luck. You're looking for a 10 or higher.
2, 5, 8, 9, 11, 12.
12. Yeah, maybe you needed that extra die. So you've survived the raider attack. You gain the board asset plus 2 resources of your choice.
So I'll take 1 weaponry for the board asset. And for my reward, I'll also take 1 fuel and another weapon.
Okay, cool. My turn to roll. That's a 3. That's what I needed. I'm heading to the town. 1, 2, 3. So I'm in Perseverance. Now I've got to resolve an event. The rewards are a lot higher and I've reached my destination. So this is where I get to scout the town. So I draw and resolve an event. And it says, search event, a camouflaged cave. I need to get an 11 with 5 dice. Well, I know I don't want to fail this one, so I'm going to go the extra mile and roll 6 dice. I'm looking for an 11. I've got 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we've just done it. So I gain the board asset plus 1 asset of my choice. The board assets are 1 fuel, food, weaponry, 1 survivor, 1 bonus card. So I'm going to take fuel, bonus card, hidden extras. Play this card after a search event or raider attack where you gain any resources and double those. Excellent. I get this one as well, don't I? 1 survivor, 5 is a milestone. So I'll push fuel up 1 more. In fact, I'll push food up 1. And then I get another bonus. Doing well, doing well. A 1-sided trade. Choose another player. That player must give you 2 assets or 1 med kit of my choice. And you just give them 1 asset in return. Nice. And then finally we'll flip this destination token Perseverance because it's been scouted. So now it's my job to move out of Perseverance back to Centre City, draw another town, find my final destination, and then run towards that town.
Right, my turn.
Let's see what you can do. You're pretty close as well to Prepper Town, right? Yeah, you need a 3.
Come on, 3.
You always use your fuel if you've got it.
3.
You jammy. You got a 3.
Okay, So I got Ruined Outpost, which is a 14.
Oh, tough one. Roll 5 dice. The rewards are really good. If you fail, you gain nothing. Good luck. You're going to try and go the extra mile?
Yes, definitely.
So that's 6 dice and you need 14 or more. Good luck.
I need it.
Definitely.
3, 6, 9, 11, 13.
14! Well done, well done. Good roll, spot on. Oh, that's what you need. Your rewards are really good. So you gain the board asset. So you've scouted Prepper Town. You get 1 asset of your choice.
I'll take 1 fuel.
Choice, 1 survivor. You're up to 6, and then 1 bonus card. And you got extra rewards here as well. You got 3 assets, 1 medkit, and 1 survivor.
Awesome. 1 medkit, 1 survivor.
And 3 assets of your choice.
Fuel up 1, food up 1, weapons up 1. And also I reached a milestone here.
Yeah, another 7's a milestone too, so you get 1 more of these assets.
I'll take myself another weapon. And I get another bonus card.
Good stuff. Alright. Let's see what we can... else we can do.
I'm going to play one of my cards.
Whoa, okay. He's about to interrupt with... What have you got?
Out of gas.
Out of gas. Play this card any time on your turn. Choose another player and then we'll skip the next turn. So it's straight back to you. These are one-time use, these bonus cards. So, okay, roll for movement, 1 small. Looking for a 3. And you've got it.
I'll boost that with 1 fuel.
Okay, that gives you 6 movement.
And I'm going to move over to this hospital over here.
Okay, hospitals are pretty cool. This is another way to get bonus cards and medkits. Remember, you need 2 medkits to win the game, as well as the 6, is it, of the other resources, 7 survivors. Medkits are really hard to come by, so hospitals are a good place to go and try and scavenge for medkits.
To succeed in a hospital, I need to pass an event.
What'd you get?
Flipped vehicle.
This is a search event. You found a flipped vehicle and you're going to search it. Roll 5 dice and you only need a 10.
Okay, I'm going to roll 5 dice.
Right, it should be quite easy. 10 off 5 dice.
Yeah, I think I did it.
Yeah, good roll. That's 5, 10, that's 11. Yep, you got it. So you gain the board asset and 1 extra food, fuel or weaponry.
Yes, got my second med kit.
Cool. And what other asset are you going to take?
I'll take this fuel.
Fuel's always good, and a bonus card. Now, one thing to remember is that once you visited a hospital, you can't stay there and scout again until you've visited another hospital. Same kind of thing for towns. Once you've scouted a town, you can't scout the same town twice. What's important though is, although I've scouted Perseverance, you can scout towns that are not on your destination list, but just once. And then it's back to me.
Nope.
No?
I'm playing another bonus card.
Okay.
Play this card when you're anytime in your turn. Take another turn immediately following this turn.
You're on, devil. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. You're going to try and race back to Centre City. So his objective is to race back here, find another town. That's going to be his next destination, and then collect. He's already got his 2 med kits.
And
7 survivors. So all you need now is to go collect some food, fuel, and weaponry, and then head to your final destination. Okay, so you can't scout your final destination, which at this point means grabbing another town from the bag, until you've got those necessary resources. And this is why we like to play this variant where you can't use this circle of resources here, because it means you're forced to head out and cross, raider territory or mountains and rivers. It kind of makes the game a little bit exciting. It does mean you're adding to the length of the game, but I also find that, it kind of mitigates the fact that if you're lucky enough to get one of these 2, Haven or Canaan, you've really got to try and work a little bit harder to get the resources you need, particularly, if you need to get some fuel. That concludes our demo of Doom and Bloom. We're going to carry on playing. I think I know who's going to win, but it's great. There's a little bit of roll and move, but there's a lot of fun mitigating the die rolls, using fuel, collecting resources, lots of decisions to make, especially when it comes to spending your resources. and these events and bonuses kind of add a lot to the theme. It's a highly paced game, great fun, pretty light.
Easy to learn, got a good theme.
You like the theme, yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of like those. There's no zombies on it, but it's kind of that post-apocalyptic theme where you're just a team of survivors. I quite like the idea of playing team play, where you can team up together.
It's a bit like 51st State, but with a board.
Really, that kind of thing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the fuel and weapons and stuff.
You have to collect resources to fulfill stuff.
Right. Okay. That was Doom and Bloom Survival. See you next time.
Bye.
That should get that pretty easy, I think. Let's do that again. Okay. But remember, the idea is that not... Yeah.
So I'll take one weaponry. Yeah.